Safety cannot be taken for granted, and yet most of us don't pause to think it until it is too late. In the 21st century, too many incidents have threatened the safety of Indians, from terrorist attacks to collapsing of buildings to accidents on the road. India hasn't exactly been at the top of the safe list. But if we are to compete with the most powerful economies in the world, then we are going to have to improve our safety record across a host of areas. Whether it means improving our vehicle surveillance, ensuring the safety of our buildings, or providing for a safe, secure, growing economy. In this episode, we go further in the quest for Shunya and hone in on a new kind of zero safety concerns in order to increase our overall well-being. Today's bad guys, terrorists, mafia and anti-state guerrillas are using vehicles not only as their means of transportation, but also as explosive devices. We've all seen James Bond chasing down the bad guys with the help of an electronic tracking device. Now imagine if we had a similar technology in the real world. Well, it turns out that we do. When Kapil Bardeja and Anup Prabhu conceived Critical Secure Scan, they were trying to outthink the dangerous elements and beat them at their own game. What they have created is the latest tool in our fight towards zero safety concerns and maximum peace of mind.
I've seen examples of families who've been completely devastated by the loss of life of one key important member in their family. As a result, I've seen that protecting lives should be one area which should be given a lot of importance. Unfortunately, in India, the thinking and the mentality does not always follow this trend. As a result, I would say that any amounting lives should be one area which should be given a lot of importance. Unfortunately, in India, the thinking and the mentality does not always follow this trend. As a result, I would say that any amount of importance that we give to securing people and lives is less.
There is nothing more precious than human life. It can be snuffed out in a second. And it's a reality that the country has to live with. And it's this same reality that Kapil Bardeja and Anup Prabhu, founders of Critical Secure Scan, seek to counter, to make our lives a little more safe.
Critical primarily works on innovative state-of-the-art technology products in the areas of physical security and surveillance and traffic enforcement areas. Unfortunately, we are in a scenario where we are surrounded by enemies from outside and within, and with the terrorist threats going up in India because of external influences or internal problems or the Naxalite threat. We believe that security is always going to be an area where India would need solutions which are customized and locally suited.
Crowded areas like markets, shopping malls and hotels are some of the vulnerable target areas. And one of Critical Secure Scan's flagship products, the automated under-vehicle scanning system, also called the ZenScan, is one of the innovations which helps in providing rapid threat assessment at the location where it is installed.
Vehicle scanning, in order to screen the underside of the vehicle for explosives or other dangerous objects, is done by means of using a camera which is embedded under the ground. And as the vehicle drives over the unit, the camera takes pictures which are then successively merged together in order to form a complete image of the complete underside of the vehicle. This is then compared against standard reference images of the same type of vehicle, and then this is automatically differenced by software algorithms in order to see if the present vehicle that has currently passed over the scanner has potentially any objects which could be dangerous.
What the under-vehicle scanner aims to do is to minimize the human element of error in security and surveillance.
people were using mirror-based systems to check the underside, which was pretty ineffective because it was subject to human errors and whether the guy is actually seeing or just putting a mirror on the underside. So what we have been able to achieve is to kind of automate that system, or at least capturing the image and highlighting some differences. Of course, there are a lot of improvements which we are still doing on the product to make it more, I would say, human-free, so to say.
This is the Orion Mall in Bangalore. They had installed the Zen Scan to beef up their security surveillance 2 years ago. And the chief of security is a relieved man since.
We screen close to 1,500 vehicles on a weekday, that is from Monday till Friday, and almost 2,000 to 3,000 or even 4,000 vehicles on a weekend. That's a really huge number if you look at it, because all the vehicles are automatically screened and there's no manual screening involved. Actually, the security screening used to happen manually, wherein we used to use under-vehicle mirrors and then get the scanning done manually. Now that used to take a lot of time. Once the under-vehicle scanner was installed, it has been extremely smooth.
Critical Secure Scan also has products like the crash-rated bollards and the X-ray baggage scanner in its portfolio, which, like the Zen Scan, aim to minimize the risk to security. Their clients include shopping malls, hotels, VIP residences and other high-security offices. And here in the heart of Himachal Pradesh, in the Una district, is where these security and surveillance products are manufactured and assembled.
It's a wide mix of technologies, starting from computer vision image processing, which is under vehicle scanning system, and city surveillance-based number plate reading and traffic enforcement, to physical security products, which are crash-rated bollards, and also now X-ray baggage scanner, which is a new technology stream altogether.
The idea is to make people in India feel safe and secure at all times, and to minimize the risk to human life.
I think a zero-risk scenario will arrive not just with products, but also with the mindset of using those products properly and effectively. But I believe that as the technology evolves and people have perception of a higher risk and also are serious about their security, I hope that we will be able to move towards a scenario of zero risk very soon.
In modern India, we take pride in our buildings. In many ways, they are the icons of growing status on the world stage. We have many tech parks, IT cities, commercial and residential buildings that are architectural marvels. But the question is, are these buildings safe? The country's largest realty firm, DLF, has filed for 5 patents that relate to the safety of their buildings. And it is thinking like that that is bringing us close to realizing Shunya, a construction environment with zero accidents, zero danger, and zero long-term risk.
In cities, tall buildings are a necessity. But what if these towering structures come with high threats? News reports in the past have shown how unsafe and ill-equipped many of these buildings are when it comes to dousing the fire that's engulfed within. But this large integrated business district adjacent to Delhi-Gurgaon border, called the DLF Cyber City, stands tall as a model for modern-day architects to learn from. India's largest real estate firm, DLF, has partnered with DuPont Sustainable Solutions, a world leader in occupational safety, to design and implement world-class safety standards all across its business setups in India.
There is a science to being safer. This is not about setting rules and policies and then policing their implementation. This is about orienting yourself to think, act and feel in a manner where being safe is the only way to be. And this does not happen by accident. You really have to make it happen and create a transformation by design.
DLF is the first real estate company in India to have filed for 5 patents pertaining to safety against any possible hazard.
We have tried to club or rather tried to reduce the diesel quantity inside the basement by clubbing the 3 DG sets day oil tank in a single tank. We have segregated the used oil and the fresh oil separately. Earlier it was kept in a haphazard way, and in addition to that, this lube oil storage doesn't have any electrical point. If there is a fire in one side of the cable, this fire will not travel to the other side. So that we have developed and installed this across basement, across India, all building. Whenever there is a fire, so it will restrict within that particularly bandwidth. If there is any fire or smoke or rather fire, we have 2 layers of fire suppression system. One is fire extinguisher, you can see. This is modular type ABC powder fire extinguisher, which will not create any harm to these batteries also in case of there is any fire. And then sprinkler. Sprinkler, this will act whenever there is a fire. Our engineering team has developed and identified the water resource inside the building, which is nothing but our chilled water system and cooling water system. We have accumulated that through a green pipe. In case of emergency, huge quantity of water can be accumulated inside the tank through this pipe.
DLF Cyber City also owns a fire station with a fleet of firefighters and a skylift that can reach up to 35th floor. In case of a fire anywhere in the business district, the fire engines can reach at the spot in the shortest time possible.
By having a fire station around and a larger set of fire safety teams around, there is a lot of interaction with the user base, right? So the fire safety teams on a day-to-day basis or on a regular periodic basis interact with the occupants, make them more self-aware of some of the exit routes, some of the disaster management, defensive protection which are in the building. So in case of emergency, they are well trained and aware of this.
जब भी हम किसी रेस्क्यू वर्क पे जाते हैं तो दूसरे लोग की जब हम जिंदगी बचा के लेके आते हैं तो उनके चेहरे पे जो फीलिंग्स होती हैं उन फीलिंग्स को देख के हमें बहुत ही प्राउड फील होता है कि हाँ हमने आज किसी की लाइफ सेव की है और उसकी दुआएं मिलती है हमें.
All the DLF buildings are equipped with the fire and security control room with a set of CCTVs to detect any unsafe activity. The disaster management and disaster recovery room provides the entire backup required to fight any fire emergency. And also a 2-tier fire sprinkler system at all the tenant areas. The DLF safety team conducts regular fire mock drills to train the tenants and building occupants the safest way to rescue and save in case of emergencies.
We have emphasized the need for a cultural change, or I will say a complete training oriented on safety. How we have achieved is that we have rubbed in DuPont for this, and for the last 18 to 24 months, our entire aim is on training and retraining the employees from not only just as a safety at the workplace, but safety in everything that you do. As a guideline, everywhere.
DLF and DuPont safety vision is shared through their regular safety meetings, an endeavor to design, develop and undertake projects with zero tolerance to any unsafe occurrence.
The whole focus is to have a zero accident. The second point is in the zero accident, yes, in case a fire accident happens, the first thing is first save all your people, then only the property. So it also has been defined saying that zero loss of life is our first priority.
Shunya is a destination. This is not about removing a few workplace hazards or by writing a few good standards. This is about orienting people and about changing their behavior, attitude, and the way they act and behave towards acting in a more safe manner.
This collaborative mission takes the urban integrated townships to a new innovative level by providing a safe and comfortable corporate environment with zero danger to people and property.
From securing buildings with fire safety technology to securing vehicles with sufficient security monitoring, we have more on how bold innovations are helping minimizing risks. After the break, meet a man who is using chemistry to help India's economy grow efficiently and safely by making sure you are protected from getting stuck with counterfeit currency. Do you check your currency to see if it's real? If not, then you should, because one of the biggest risks that Indians face in their daily lives is the threat of white-collar crimes. Unfortunately, the counterfeit industry is a huge and thriving industry in India. Statistics show there is nearly 1,200,000 crore rupees worth of fake currency that is in circulation in India. And the Indian government is getting ready to crack down. It plans to label counterfeiting as an act of terror. But still, detecting fakes can be a hard task. And thankfully, one man's innovation may be changing the game and protecting people against this crime, bringing us closer to zero fakes.
The world around us is fueled by money. It changes hands every day at banks, malls, petrol pumps, at home. We scrutinize it carefully to get our value for money, quite literally. But even then, fake currency slips in, adversely affecting the economy. According to the Financial Intelligence Unit, there has been a 400% increase in counterfeit transactions in recent years.
Actually, it is a threat for our national security. It is an economic terrorism, I should say. And people use this fake money for all kind of unwanted activities, like for promoting terrorism in the country and a whole lot of underworld activities. So for the national security, it is important that our currency should be fairly, safe and secured.
Bringing science to rescue is Dr. Ajay Ghosh. He studies molecular assemblies in nature, replicates them, modifies them in his lab, and finds practical uses for his brand of organogels.
This chemistry is all about elements and molecules. And molecules are the smaller building blocks of many kinds of materials. So molecules are really wonderful because they have color, they have taste, they have smell, they are quite reactive. Organogels are a class of molecules which, when put it in some kind of liquids, can arrest the flow of that liquid. So it forms a soft solid. We are working with a very special kind of molecules which are called, in scientific terms, pi conjugated molecules. So for ordinary people, I should say that, those who are not familiar with chemistry, I should say these are molecules made up of a single bond and a double bond. So there are a lot of free electrons which are localized, spread along the molecule. And because of that, these type of molecules have a lot of electronic properties. They can absorb light, they can emit light, they can conduct electricity.
This particular property has been suitably exploited by Dr. Ajay Ghosh to demonstrate it as a viable security feature for currency notes.
We can coat this solution and then you allow it to spread the coating, and then you can dry it. As you can see, you see a light blue fluorescence is there. And now what you can do is, you can now check a pen which is containing water as an ink. Then you make a mark here, then immediately wherever you marked, you will see a green fluorescence.
These molecular self-assemblies have the potential to revolutionize healthcare by being a part of cheap testing kits to detect lung cancer.
The areas where self-assembly can play an important role is in the area of molecular diagnostics. And this is, for example, one can design systems that can specifically detect minor amounts or very trace amounts of certain chemicals which would be markers for certain diseases, for example, even cancer.
So we have initially coated this fluorescent assembly which is showing a blue fluorescence, as you can see in the this filter paper strip. So it shows a blue fluorescence, and then you can identify one of the disease markers in lung cancer patients, and one of such disease marker is called a chemical called orthotoluidine, which is an aromatic amine. So if you have this solution of this orthotoluidine in small quantities, you can take that and make a spot on this strip, and then you can again put it under a UV lamp and see whether there is a dark spot, as you can see here. Now you can see there is a dark spot generated. It can be tested in patients by allowing the patient to directly blow through a pipe or a straw, and you look for this color change. Then you can put that person under under potential threat of lung cancer.
From protecting the economy to detecting diseases, Dr. Ajay Ghosh's experiments could very well take us to a definitive conclusion of zero safety risks.
Safety and security give us a sense of stability and reassurance. But the ironic part is that safety is the most fragile state. In the blink of an eye, our entire world can come crashing down. As our three stories have demonstrated, the risk factor is omnipresent, and how prepared you are to handle the risk is what counts. Whether it's vehicle surveillance in a world increasingly gripped by terror, or ensuring yourself against fire accidents in buildings, or protecting yourself and the economy against fake currency, our innovators today have shown groundbreaking ways to reach the goal of zero risk. If you have an innovation that can be a game changer, do write in to us at powerof013@timesgroup.com. Until next week, this is me, Anupam Kher, saying goodbye and thank you. Keep watching.
Next week, our quest to find innovators continues. Are electric cars setting a big example for the future of mobility? An infrastructure company that is paving the way for more durable roads, and the technology that is reducing emission by increasing engine efficiency.
हमारे हस्बैंड तो उसी वक्त वहीं पे स्पॉट डेथ कर गए। छोटे छोटे बच्चे लोग थे, हमारे 3 बच्चे। तो मैं टाटा स्टील में मैं ज्वाइन की।
Steel was not considered as a very safe industry. Unless we make the company very safe, our people will not be safe and the families will not be safe. So we approached DuPont.
DuPont believes that if they really want to make a difference, they have to really go through the culture change process.
और हम नहीं चाहते हैं कि जो हम स्टील उत्पादन करें वह उसमें खून ब्लड लगाओ, लेकिन डुपॉन्ट के आने के बाद काफी बदलाव आए हैं।
We were seeing women employees coming into the site wearing the traditional saris. That could lead to major injuries. Going and talking to the women about changing their dress is a sensitive issue. So we assembled them in a room and then we talked to them about safety. And their response was, if this is something which we need to change, we are willing to change.
हम लोग टाटा स्टील में साड़ी से पैंट शर्ट में आना पहला लेडीज थे। हम लोग पहला फर्स्ट बैच थे जिश्विनी का। बड़ी बड़ी गाड़ियां हैं, ट्रक है, डोजर है, डंपर है, लोको है, तो आप लोग चला सकते हो। तो हम लोग बोले कि हाँ सर, हम लोग साड़ी से पैंट शर्ट में आए हैं, तो क्यों नहीं ये काम करे।
if you influence the woman, it has a lot of influence on the society.
सारा जगह हम लोग सेफ्टी लेके चलते हैं. घर पे आने के बाद बच्चे लोग को भी सिखाते हैं कि ये काम ऐसा है, विद सेफ्टी से करो.
You need to consider society as a part of the business, and you need to give back to the society many times more than what you get from it.